Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, more James Charles. That's what you've asked for, so we're going to take a look into what is coming down the pipeline now, what might happen next, what's going on, all of the nitty-gritties. I've done several James Charles related videos, in case you haven't seen those, on my playlist about drama videos, and then I've also done a recent video of something along the lines of predicting James Charles's minor drama for like 15 minutes straight. So that's back there too. But of course, we gotta check out Peen Sweater, because Peen Sweater is rocking a blue eyeshadow look today. Good job, Peen. Look at you. Very good job. Ooh, let me find. I know I saved this somewhere. I know I saved it. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah. So, I just gotta say a shout out here to Anna Fantasia, because Anna, you wrote, not sure if anyone has mentioned it already, but Penelope kind of fits her personality. So, for anybody been following the saga of Peen Sweater over here, Peen Sweater might also be named Penelope, because that is pretty cool. I like that name. That was pretty cool. Thank you, Anna Fantasia, for that. I had to save your comment on my phone because I just didn't want to forget that. I wanted to give credit where credit was due. But rocking the blue eyeshadow today. Love it. Love the enthusiasm here. So, anywho, if you've stumbled across this and you're like, the fuck is this? I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive. In these videos, we do take a look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful. So if you're down with that, join the family. We'd love to have you here. And I'll go ahead and show you the subscribe button is down here. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Make sure you're still subscribed if you think you are. This is what the notification bell will look like if you're going to get notified of my videos. But please check my profile, because YouTube likes to drop the ball. This is the join button right here to join the Perk Squad if you would like to. The Perk Squad comes with 5 extra perks. We have custom emojis that you get to use in chats and live streams. We have badges, colorful badges by your name, showing how long you've been a part of the Perk Squad. We've got exclusive posts, exclusive videos, and shout outs, similar to the one we just did right there. But I'm going to give a shout out to Katie. Thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad, Katie. I see you in the comments below with your fun little avatar, emoji, profile picture, whatever you want to call it. I think it's cute. So I see you and I'm like, oh, Katie typed. So shout out to you. Thank you for being a part of the Perk Squad. And also shout out to some folks over here that were very kind, and nobody had to do this, but people were doing this, and I was shocked, and I thought it was very nice. So I just wanted to say thank you. For April is my birthday month, and some people have been sending me stuff to my PO box. So thank you, Jackie and Jessica and Anita, for the kind birthday love in my PO box. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and pull up the cards without further ado and see if we can squidge on into this. I'm moving this microphone right here. Yes. Oh, Peen Sweater looking at us while we're looking at you. Alright, let's get shuffled up here and just see if we can do a little dive in to this. First of all, like I've said, I've done videos before, and back in times where it was unpopular to be concerned about some of the stuff that we were seeing from James Charles, the cards were saying concerning things about James Charles, and so it was interesting to see that and how that's played out now. There. So what we're gonna look into now is what do we see might be coming down the pipeline in this whole James Charles situation? What do we see might be coming down the pipeline here? So, okay. Whew. Alright. Okay, so from what we're looking at here, let me see if I want to get any context on any of these. Of course, if you're going to throw the death card on me, yeah, I want some context on that motherfucker right there. Lord, get some context. Okay, and also, do I want anything on anything else? Not right now. Okay, so here we go. The World card is upright, which is saying that this situation is going to have what feels like an ending of sorts. So there's going to be something that kind of, there's going to be more. There's going to be something that punctuates this sentence, so to speak. So it's not going to be like, oh, all of this came up and then we never hear from it again. It seems like there's more to happen in the saga per se. I don't know if this will be fast or if this will be slow, because some of the things that we've looked at in my previous readings have been kind of slow, a little bit along the way. But this is still something that it's like, okay, well, you put that period at the end of that sentence, all right then. So I do see that. Now, the Hermit card here is upright because this is kind of saying that he's being the hermit right now. That's kind of a being in hiding type of look. Doesn't mean that he's like literally hiding or anything like that, but this is kind of a pulling inward, trying to be very careful, trying to make some sort of plans, a lot of reflecting and things of that nature. Not necessarily, it's hard to say what kind of reflecting on this, I gotta say. By the way, all of this is just all alleged, just my interpretation, y'all. All alleged, okay? Okay. With the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse, this makes me wonder, because a lot of times when this card comes up in these readings that have James Charles in it, this sometimes is a Tati card, and I would be curious as to what this card is doing here and why in the reverse position. Sun card, but in reverse. Ooh, Hangman. Okay. In reverse as well. So in this case, it seems like just for whatever reason, we're bringing up Tati right now, and that she feels like, well, shit, kind of a thing, like that there's some mixed feelings going on there, probably because how she asserted something majorly and then kind of in another video asserted something to the opposite. And so it's kind of like, well, which is it? What's the story here? Which one are you sticking to? And so this one is just kind of like, well, crap. And with the Hangman there in the reverse position, I don't know that she would necessarily be inserting herself in this. This is something that's like a big long pause. So this is like either them talking behind the scenes and trying to figure something out, or if this is her being like, hey, I've got to kind of separate myself from this, or if there's some sort of brainstorming involved where she is with this. What's going on with my music thing? Oh, as I look over, because I wonder if something's going on with my music thing, I see 111 on my track right there. 3 1s. That's an enlightening code, an awakening code. That's a number that I'm sure a lot of y'all see 111 on the clock, or 1111 on the clock, or something like that. So very interesting. By the way, since it sometimes matters, it is It is 4:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on April 7th. 2021. So in case that ends up becoming important one day, whatever. Yeah, this is kind of trying to be removed from this situation, trying to have this situation not affect what's going on for her. So there is some sort of an element of her being like, crap, I can't let this affect me. Either let's talk it out or let me separate myself from it. So it is bringing her up for some reason in this. Interesting here. Knight of Cups. Upright. If you saw my previous video of James Charles and TikTok youth, there was a Perk Squad video to that. So Perk Squad members know that in there we found a justice card talking about legal matters. And every time we kind of tried to see what the orientation of that card was, it kept being downturned when it was talking about James Charles, and it kept being upturned when it was talking about the TikTok folks. And so that was saying that regardless of whether or not anybody say presses charges or moves forward with anything, it was very clear that James Charles was legally in the wrong and they were legally in the right. And here we go again with this. This is a kind of romantic type of card. We have cups, they're always emotional, and this is the knight in shining armor, so this is always kind of lover boy type of card, and knights can be younger than some of the other upper court cards like kings. We want to be seeing kings when we're seeing adults in relationships with other adults, right? We're wanting to see kings. We're not wanting to see knights. So where are we getting here? Oh, attorney card. So there is somebody out here that could be one of the alleged, I can't use the certain words on YouTube, alleged people that have suffered from these types of inappropriate advances or, Snapchats or things like that. The people on the receiving end of this inappropriateness, that at least one of them has lawyered up. Maybe more, but at least one of them has lawyered up here. And let's see, what about the lawyer? Okay, lawyer is being mindful of whoever this King of Wands is in reverse. 5 of Cups means in this case there are some disappointments here, because it looks like for whoever this might be referring to, they might be, for them, missing having that quote-unquote smoking gun or whatever they call, what people say, like, oh, that's the linchpin, that's what'll do it, that's what we need. It looks like this person, whoever this is, might be missing that, and being like, we've got all this stuff that looks some type of way, and circumstantially it's strong, but in terms of going that last little distance, we're missing something here, and that they would kind of be hoping that somebody else has that so they could piggyback off of it, so to speak. Yeah, see there, it's like we don't quite have something here and we're ready to piggyback off of something. So interesting there. King of Pentacles here, and then Death card and the 6 of Wands on top of that. This looks like there's a transition for somebody to get in a stronger position here. And when we're seeing the King of Pentacles, it's looking like this is involved. I don't want to say outright that there's going to be any, say, behind the scenes payoffs or things of that nature, but I am saying that in my previous James Charles video that was a Perk Squad extended video, we did see in there some talk about maybe behind the scenes, what is it going to take for you to feel okay about this, for you to feel happy, what is it going to take for us to be able to move on from this, and if this is a part of it, then okay. We mentioned that kind of a thing in that video. Perk Squad members can attest to that, and if you want to see that, of course, like I said earlier, if you want to join the Perk Squad, whatever, you can watch those videos that have already been done if that's something that you're into. But it's looking like that really is here on the table as a possibility that could be going on behind the scenes. Interesting. Let me pull more on it. Let me pull more on this. Okay. Queen of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Pentacles. Okay, Chariot card in reverse. All right. Speaking of money and stuff, taking a detour away from what we just talked about, but still on the topic of money, here's a businesswoman type of card. This woman is a really good businesswoman. She does what she needs to do for herself. And with the Wheel of Fortune card here, there was something in motion, something that was like planned or destined to happen, that this card sometimes feels like collaborations, partnerships, working together in some kind of, collegiate way, or, like investors or contractors, or, like I said, partnerships or collabs or things of that nature. That card is those vibes. And with the Chariot card in reverse, there's an all stop to this. There's a pump your brakes is what this is. So there was something going on behind the scenes that was a business type of move that would include James Charles that has now been stopped, or if it hasn't already been stopped, it will be stopped. Because remember, these cards could be future-oriented cards. These cards, technically could be present or future in terms of this. And also, I guess it depends on what time you're watching this video. If you're watching this video like 6 months down the road, then hey, maybe this stuff has already happened for you. Maybe this stuff is the past. But anywho, whoever this is, some powerful female is the person behind whatever this business stuff is. Don't know who that is, but she's putting a halt, or she's having to, or feeling pressure to put some sort of a halt on something that was planned behind the scenes. I don't know if this is something that we are privy to know, or that we will ever be privy to know, but it's something that I'm seeing here, so I'm bringing it up. We're mentioning it. Oh Lord. Yeah. That's not good. So when we're seeing the Magician card in reverse here in relation to this of what's happening, this is kind of like there will be some ways that James Charles is affected by this kind of stuff, like in terms of finances and supports. Again, I don't know if this is going to be something that boom happens fast, or if this is going to be a slow leak or something, but I don't see. It looks like there could be something that happens. And I've said that in previous stuff too, that there could be some things that happen and some accountability that James has to take. But then the cards would say overall, he's going to be all right. Like, it's not going to be a whole life-ending, ruining thing, at least from what the cards saw at that time. And so far, I haven't seen anything to say that it would be here yet. But we'll see how this evolves. This isn't good. So it looks like, I know that there's people out there that are like, he's getting away with a lot of things and things need to happen and blah, blah, blah. It does, to me, look like more stuff is happening behind the scenes than what we know about. So it may, to us, look like nothing's happening when we actually got some shit going on over here. Interesting. Let's see. Let me pull this up here. And I know that we keep talking about the Perk Squad. I haven't done an extended for the Perk Squad in a week or more, so I probably ought to do another one today. And let's see. We'll get a little bit more out in this video first. A little touch more. Let's see. In terms of things that might happen for James Charles moving forward. Spirit guides. What else do we have? Okay. Yeah, once again, he's like having some sort of arguments behind the scenes about this stuff that was planned, and he's like, hey, you can't mess with what I have planned. What I have planned has to keep going on, and he's wanting to push forward. He's starting to try to become like that emperor, where it's like, you know, I want to build my empire. You know, an emperor has an empire, and so it's like, but I want to build my empire. Like, you have to let me build my empire. But this is kind of like, it's feeling right now like the project can't get off the ground, like it's kind of dead in the water before it jumps off some sort of way. Now, it may one day get to jump off, and maybe one day it gets to kind of get back into gear and start going, but it looks like it's not going anywhere right now, and that would be making him feel really, really upset. In fact, what is weird about this to me, and this is all alleged, just my interpretation, is that in this entire 20 minutes or so that we've been asking about him, twice now things are coming up about him and his feelings about his support, his business collaborations, his whatever this project he's trying to do to build his empire and getting off the ground. I don't know if that's like sister merch or if he's gonna have his own brand or something. I don't know. I don't follow him. I've never been subscribed. I've never watched a James Charles video. I don't know. But either way, it seems like he's more worried and upset about that than the actual stuff. Like the allegations and stuff. And that's weird to me in terms of this being the stuff that brings the most immediate panic. Like that stuff, it seems like he feels like he's got something there to kind of cushion to be like, yeah, well, they can claim that I did X, Y, or Z, but they can't prove that this, or that happened, you know, or something like that. Like he feels like he's got some kind of a separation there that is his kind of saving grace. But it looks like here he feels more vulnerable, and this is what's more upsetting to him. And I find that interesting. Any more about this project not getting up off the ground? Yeah, disappointment about it, feeling like he's already invested so much into it just for it to not go anywhere. He feels like, come hell or high water, Judgment Day, we gotta figure this out. Let's pin it down. It seems like he thinks that he thought that apology video would have done the trick or smoothed it over, and when it probably didn't quite the way that he wanted it to, I think that there was a lot of disappointment and kind of even shock there a little bit. Yeah, this is something he's been working on for a long time. So either it's a collab he's been working on for a long time, or if he's been working on his own thing for a long time. But it's something he's been working on for a long time. Ooh, this is kind of a sneaky card, being sneaky behind the scenes. So, oh man, even this business thing seems a little bit kind of shady. Why would this be kind of shady business-wise? Oh, because something about the receipts and the communication about what it is, that it hasn't been fully outright or honest about that. Hasn't been honest about the people involved or the partners or things of that nature. About that woman. Hello? The same woman. That woman that we saw earlier, that businesswoman and the partners involved. So it's like there's something that hasn't been out there to people. The general public didn't know about this. There was kind of a, like, you know, with the Wizard of Oz, it's like the man behind the curtain, the wizard behind the curtain. It's that kind of a vibe here. Oh man, I wonder if this business stuff is going to come out. Yeah, business partnership. This is an actual business. This isn't a collab. This is an actual business Oh, and it's a starting business too. This is a budding business. It's just the ace. It's just one little pinnacle out of all the pinnacles. It's a budding, starting business. Boom. Oh, look at that. Remember when I said looked like it was kind of dead in the water, not really being able to get off the ground? Look at this. This is like a painful, backstabbing, painful ending. He's going through some major business turmoil right now. Maybe one day he'll be able to get this up off the ground. But whatever's going on right now is really blowing it for him. It's really screwing some stuff up. He's got some business entanglements behind the scenes that he ain't letting on to people. Whew, interesting. Wow, okay. I think that I'm going to look more into anything else that the spirit guides say we are able to know about the situation. Just a little bit of extras on the Perk Squad that we'll do in just a second. So Perk Squad folks, watch out for that video coming. For everybody else, if you'd like a private reading with me, then in the description box below, you'll find my website, BeasTalksAndTarot.com, and you can schedule a reading if you'd like. I'm even offering an April special for a discounted shorter reading for just one question for anybody that wants that as well. So kind of a little bit of everything out there for everybody. And yeah, oh boy. Why do I have the feeling that this won't be the last time we talk about this here? Alright, y'all. Don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later, and I will talk to you, Perk Squad members, in just a short second. So, love you, mean it. Love you, mean it. Love you, mean it. Bye, y'all.